I'm trying to put vodka in literally everything.
Vodka and vape.
Vodka and vape.
Yeah, I do want some vodka.
We're gonna drink so much vodka once
Vape
Russia
juice?
takes over.
Yeah, it's okay. It's made from potatoes. All right. So we have like 3/4 of a shot left of the apple pucker for everybody. Sam's not liking the sugary drinks, but it's okay.
He's gonna have to deal with it right now.
Bink, bink. Oops. Don't make yourself sick. Sam's just full.
Yeah, he's really. I'm full too.
His
but...
tummy cannot take any more anything. You doing okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
Alright.
I made Sam a vodka Dr. Pepper because it's less sweet.
Sugar.
It's less sweet tasting.
I should have
The coasters. Then the juice. I have one more coaster up here.
it doesn't matter. And literally, there's 2 drinks that wouldn't have coasters.
Yeah. So welcome to episode 3 of the weekly.
Episode 3, we're gonna continue to talk about Chris Chan.
Drunk Marathon.
Christian.
We got into it, but this is like the biggest topic of the whole fucking thing.
This is what Sam wanted to talk about for fucking
I-
years.
I'm taking off my hoodie. I'm getting warm. So
I can't believe
Watch your drink.
what this man has been through.
Oh
Yes.
my, well, woman.
Shut up.
It's a tragedy every step of the way.
It literally is.
It's a bad car crash that you just can't look away from.
I want to say
Vicious cycle.
I want to say something before we even get started on this. He is such a good boy. He was such a good boy. Such an innocent soul. Just
tainted by fucking literal teenagers.
just completely tainted. His whole life was ruined because of teenagers.
Yeah, kids fucking suck. I hate kids so much.
I can't believe how good of actors they were being.
I know.
That's the big thing.
There's like a few of them that just aren't as good as the rest, but when they are like insanely good,
Like,
oh my god!
Like, what are you aiming for here? You know you're doing him wrong. You know you're hurting him more, making him more deranged because of this, but you still act so well while you're on a call with him and make him believe whatever the fuck you want him to.
He had phone sex with a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Wild.
Listen,
And that 13-year-old made him shove his medallion in his ass.
Yep. Listen.
At least Clyde Cash had... Okay, so one good thing about the trolls is that there is a limit for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even like when the kid was like, break your medallion, shove it up your ass. I think it was Clyde Cash. He was like, you need to stop. And then he did it anyways, but some of them were like, yeah, Bob's actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Like when he died?
Except no.
Before.
Like when they talked to him at the church or whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name? The third?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they literally just talk either to or about Bob. Listen, Bob he was... Granted, he was a Republican, so...
he fed Chris a lot of Chris's opinions.
Yeah.
About gay people and black people. And
he tried so hard to just keep Chris sane.
yeah.
But, like...
So did his mom.
Yeah.
And so did some of his teachers in the beginning when you heard, like, this great quote that his teacher gave him, like, this great advice on his way out of school.
Yeah.
Like, don't... I don't know, follow your basic shit like that. But, like, he said it to someone who's autistic and really can, like, look at that advice and use it and think about it.
Yeah, they treated him like an actual human being, not this fucking autistic punching bag that these literal fucking kids made him out to be.
Literally, like, 10 years, bro.
It's been more.
More than 10 years of just constant... Like, the internet... The sucky thing is he loved the internet. He loved putting his comics up on it. And he couldn't stop. He couldn't stop interacting with the internet.
Yeah, he just kept egging him on.
It's so unfortunate.
They loved getting reactions out of him.
So, let's talk about it in, like, the first big thing
I'm saying
that
him
happened.
because, okay, so we're all going through the Chris Chan documentary. Hunter just finished it.
Yeah, I'm all caught up because the Gino Samuel's taking a break from it, and he has been on a break for about 5 months now. But
Sam and I are on episode like 40 something.
Is it technically still going?
he's going to continue it, but
Oh,
it stops in the year 2017.
So Sam and I are at the point where he's becoming a femme girl, and hasn't changed. Yeah, Tom girl. My bad.
He's a Tom girl.
A femme girl is just a girl.
Yeah, that's my bad. But they are still going by he at the point that we're at. So
Still doesn't appreciate homosexuals being around him.
excuse us if we say he, because that's just how we're used to him being referred to as they. So there's that. But his first tragedy, what turned his world upside down, was probably his high school graduation.
Yeah.
Actually, when he was in his first middle school, he got molested by the principal or something, or at least that's what he claimed. But after that, his first tragedy, what set the timeline, what made it the bad timeline for him, was his high school graduation, where he just didn't speak to anybody, and then just left. He didn't shake anybody's hands when he was getting his diploma.
He just left angry.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was sad.
Yeah, just think, if obviously there's no proof for it, but if there is multi-dimensional stuff,
Multiple timelines.
yeah, multiple timelines in real life, there is a timeline where Chris just had a good life.
I hope.
Yeah, here's the thing.
This one didn't.
Fucking Tay Zonde, creator of Chocolate Rain's autistic. And
Yeah.
he has trouble with social situations that aren't premeditated or anything like that, or social interactions that are improvised on the side, at that moment. He's gone out and said that he has trouble with those. But in terms of an internet creator with autism, I feel like he's the success story,
Yeah.
and Chris is the tragedy.
The tragedy, yeah.
I don't even know if tragedy is the good. I think you have to think of something worse than tragedy.
Yeah.
It is such a shit show. It's
really is.
just, oh my god.
The effort.
There are times where you just feel super fucking bad for her, and then there are more times where you're just yeah, she fucking deserves this. My god. There's so many things where
Michael Snyder, a Jew, and he's I don't hate the Jews. You fucking Jew!
yeah, oh my god. There's so much setup for her being just such a shitty human being, but you can track this all back to shitty fucking teenagers.
Yeah, I mean...
Here's the thing with teenagers,
she was just vibing with her fucking sonitude.
Yeah, here's the thing with teenagers and kids and self, just I don't know if any of you have listened to any John Mulaney comedy stand-ups. He has this bit where kids, he knows that kids just know how to just hate your insecurities even without meeting you, and it's so fucking true. I've met so many kids who are 8 to 11 years old who look at me and be why is he so small? Yeah, that's where it fucking hurts. How the fuck do you know that I'm so insecure about this, you kid?
It's just what they think in their head, and it's they say it.
It's obvious, so they just...
It's that
Yeah,
one
they
thing
bring it
no one's
up.
gonna say, no one gives a fuck, but the kid will be
they don't have...
small.
Well, I guess they don't have any social context of what not to say.
Yeah. That's why, when I was a kid, I'd be in the grocery store with my mom, and my dad, went off somewhere. Every bald person in the store, I'd be Dad!
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be Dad, you're my dad! And then my mom would be all fucking freaked out, stop, no. He's no hair! No hair! I'd say, bald, you're bald!
Bald! Bald!
Dad,
Bald!
Dad, you're my
Bald!
dad, you're bald!
Bald!
You just don't care, you don't know, you don't think about it. And when you're a fucking teenager... When I was a teenager, when you feel you're getting through somebody and you see them struggling, for some reason you love it.
Yeah.
You love it.
Christ.
No, it's true.
You
For
just
some
love it.
reason, at least for us when growing up, there was less of a filter and less of the...
We had less to lose.
Yeah,
That
there's a
too.
bunch of that, and we weren't so...
Let's ruin somebody's life.
Yeah, we didn't know what exactly people were going through or anything. Whereas,
You just didn't care. You didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
We're I have to pay taxes. This shit sucks.
yeah. Whereas which I'm kind of glad for, like, this generation of, like, teenagers. They know, like, something that will mess someone up, like, their insecurities, and they won't talk about it. They are more mindful for others than, like, we were. Because, like, being, like, between, like, the ages, like, 13 and 16, I saw someone who was, like, relatively disfigured or just straight out ugly. I would point and be like, look at them, they're fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah.
Remember Kyle?
Maybe the millennials are Karate Kyle.
Yeah.
Big Kyle. He was the joke. He was
He
was the
everybody
joke
called
of
him
my time.
Karate Kyle.
Yeah, because
he did Taekwondo first of all.
We would always fuck with him and be like, you want to play tag? You're it. Always. You're the one that's it. You have to chase us. And then we would always have fun, and he wouldn't, because it's like, we're egging him on. We're like, oh, you're too slow.
You know what? He was probably our Christian.
I guess.
I would assume he
ended
was
up
probably
beating
us.
somebody up and got put away. No, he beat his mom up.
Really?
His
Damn.
mom was so sweet. She would always be at the playground with us.
I think he literally beat the shit out of her.
What the fuck?
She was like hospital bound, and he went to jail. For
No.
Damn. No wonder I haven't seen him around.
You know what?
It was
That's a good point.
But like, do you
I've
see what I
seen
mean?
him after the fact,
kids
still
real-
at the playgrounds. He's 10 years older than us.
He always
We're
was
25, 24.
and he was 20 when we were at the park being like 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't give a fuck, and now he's like not well off because he didn't have great childhood experiences with the kids.
He could have killed us.
He could have.
We were like, you're it.
We literally-
He was so much bigger than
He
everybody.
chased us into the woods sometimes.
At Mitchell.
And then, like, we'd be like, we're done,
At
we're
the-
done, we're
at that
done.
park.
And then he would, like, keep sprinting at us. It was so fucking freaky. But,
He
like,
just liked being included. That's why he did the roles that nobody liked. Because, like,
Yeah.
nobody liked to be it. But he was like, oh, I'll be it.
he was always it. And
'Cause
then
he-
he'd touch us. He would catch up to us.
Well,
because-
okay, don't. He wouldn't touch us.
No, but, like,
He touched
you know what I
me.
fucking mean. Because
he would tag us.
he would tag us, and we wouldn't let him be not it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we just keep playing.
We'd be like, "How you
Yeah.
got me?" But like, keep
But-
chasing me. You know, like
He would
we
always
didn't give a
practice
fuck.
his Taekwondo forms and stuff.
He'd always go.
Yeah, that's like the thing, because we were fucking kids, and like we kind of knew,
I did Taekwondo.
like we
so I
kind of
could-
knew he had a mental disability, but
Yeah.
at the same time we were like, oh, we don't care, we're having fun. But now, when we look at him, we're like, oh, he has a mental disability. We shouldn't have done that because that's just fucked up. But we were fucking kids.
Now it's
I
like,
mean, honestly, we weren't bullying him though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like we were the nice version of Chris's trolls.
Chris's
we
trolls
were the good ending.
Chris's trolls had to go a long way to do what they did.
They did
and
so
did it.
fucking much to just make Chris
a
Chan's
cycle.
life just a living hell.
He gets a fake sweetheart and then an enemy that pops
So
up and then
many sweethearts.
he takes a break for 2 days and then it happens again.
Yeah. Because they knew that he was just... What he wanted the most was a boyfriend-free girl in his love quest, so on and so forth. And the trolls fucking knew it. They took advantage of it. They're like, all right, I'm going to pretend to be this hot, cute woman and flirt with Chris Chan and put all this hope and everything into her mind and, like...
Take a gulp. That's all you have to do, Sam. Sam's
It's just
Sam's-
fucking...
Sam's not feeling good.
It's just ridiculous.
It's not that I don't feel good. I'm just. It's like I'm full, and this drink is making me stay full.
Well, yeah, it's soda.
Sam, but you being drunk was the biggest selling point of this
Talk about Chris
podcast.
Chan.
I know.
It's so funny because he would talk to, I think it was Jackie. He would talk to Jackie, and then like,
Jacqueline.
and then
I love you,
afterwards,
Jacqueline.
literally right after, he would talk to the troll that was playing as Jackie, but being themselves, and they sounded exactly the same, and he just couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Like, he must have, like, some kind of voice blindness. Like, you know how people have face blindness where they don't recognize people? He might have, like, voice blindness.
Like the
Because
guy.
it's so obvious.
Like the guy. I forget his name. I don't know what troll he was. It's so hard to keep track. But the fucking, the guy that plays like, the. Remember when he tried to like? There was a troll that ripped off a Sonichu by like a little bit.
He made Asperchew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then
fucking love Asperchew.
hold on, and then he called him. He's like, "Well, Chris, you gotta understand." Like,
Yeah.
he had that.
His name was like Mike. Nah.
And then later in the saga, he
Alec-
calls back. He's like, "Shit, It's him.
Alec Baldwin.
That has to be him again.
You think Lars? You
Yes.
think he's Lars?
Yes. Is it not?
I don't think
I'd have
it
to
is.
hear it back.
I think it is because sometimes he lost the black eye character that
I'd
he
have
was
to hear
playing.
him back to. I almost said black to black. I'm buzzed. I'd have to hear it back to back.
No, like literally, sometimes he would lose the character and it was the same voice. It was him. It was literally him.
His name is Alex.
A
something.
bunch of trolls could easily have done that. That's the thing. And Chris just
It doesn't-
would not have
It
noticed.
doesn't matter.
No, I know it doesn't matter, but like, there's the fact I'm pretty sure it was just the same guy.
It was more than likely the same guy, yeah.
Because I think the girl involved with the guy that was portraying a black
Lars.
guy,
Yeah.
Casey?
Jackie.
No.
No, who was it? The girl in between.
They're all end with IE.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's her name? He actually met a girl named Emily. That's not her.
I forget who it is, but like whoever, because he like, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
It starts with a C.
Is it Kimberly?
No, it is Jackie. I was mistaken. It wasn't Jackie that I was talking about earlier. It's Jackie that's Lars's ex.
In quotations.
Lars and his toy boats.
Oh my god. The
I
whole
got an
Lars
addiction
thing
too, man.
fucking killed me.
Let's say Hunter and I agree that the best characters in quotes in the fucking Chris Chan universe is Liquid Chris and Lars.
Oh my god. The Liquid Chris saga is so fucking funny and good in a like movie and book sense. In real life, fuck that dude. But
Yeah. Liquid Chris, the girl that he was with,
Casey.
Casey.
Yeah.
She's the girl that I think was playing the part with the black
Jackie.
guy.
I wouldn't be
with both.
surprised.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
I'm
either.
pretty sure because when they were on the phone, they're the same person. They sound exactly the same person.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can almost tell that she was altering her voice a little bit. It's so weird. I can
She
just.
probably didn't have
They're
to.
literally the same people.
Yeah.
I don't know who Liquid. I don't know who. I think Liquid Chris was probably just one of their friends.
You want to know what's funny?
Liquid Chris was the person who
No, I know.
pretended to be Chris, yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm
Liquid-
just saying because he
Liquid-
kind of like fell off.
Liquid ended up going to college, and he's a doctor studying most likely cancer.
Yeah, he did something with his
Liquid
life.
Chris.
Oh my god.
As a kid, he made
does he-
fun of an autistic fucking
Does he
person.
feel bad?
More than like, I hope
Yeah,
so.
He distances himself from that whole situation.
How do you know what?
So the other day, Hunter and I were on like the new Wikipedia,
Yeah.
which is just so much fucking content. We listened to like half the Lars conversation, because the conversation with Lars is actually 2 hours long
What do you mean? With the boats?
with
Yeah.
Lars.
With a lot. It's 2 hours long, but
He actually cuts it. Like I thought he just had the whole fucking call in, but no, he cuts it down.
yeah, he cuts
Even
it
though
down
it's like that whole
significantly.
episode, he cuts it down.
My god.
Sam, do you watch it on YouTube or do you watch it on Spotify? Or listen to
YouTube.
it? Do you actually like see the videos and stuff?
Sometimes like
Okay.
I'll always pull my phone out sometimes just to kind of see the context. And
Yeah, you also
See?
stand around and work, whereas I sit. So I have my phone off to the like left, and I can't
listen to
look
it
at
on Spotify, so like I don't get the visual things. Seeing Chris on video makes me feel so much worse.
I kind of see it
Oh my
sometimes, like when he's
God.
mad.
Did you see what Asperchew looks like?
No.
I low-key kind of like Asperchew. He's kind of funny. Asperchew's so much better than Sonic.
It is.
I hate to say it. Asperchew, he looks like somebody that like everybody knows. Everybody knows this guy. You want to know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Jay Witz, the Pokemon YouTuber. He's switched to Nintendo. Here, let me pull up Jay Witz.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I
I think I've.
Jay.
You showed me
Witz.
him.
I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah. He reminds me of Jay Witz. That's Asperchew.
Yup.
That's the same person.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Lars and Liquid Chris is the best. Liquid Chris is so funny because first of all, they call him Liquid Chris. That's amazing. That's like the smartest thing that they could have come up with. to call him.
See, these fucking kids are borderline assholes, but at least they can come up with good,
Like,
good
they're
character
funny
names.
about it. They just don't understand that they're literally ruining this kid's life.
Yeah.
He's literally such an honest. Like, he wants things that are kind of like, I understand he says some things that are like, shut up, like, but like it's just his mind.
He's just autistic.
He just has high functioning autism.
Every time,
and he just has these. He sees these things, and he's like, well, I can do this. I can put my shit online, and
every time homosexuality comes up, he's like, I hate them.
Stop doing that.
And then he'll be like, I don't hate them. Unless they're around me.
That's the saddest part.
Listen.
He keeps trying to
Yeah, but Bob fucking ingrained his like homophobic, sexist ideals in
Yeah,
his
like
brain.
here's the thing. I'll give it to
Bob's
Christian.
cool,
I'll
but-
give it to Christian. She went from hating homosexuals to acknowledging them to actually accepting them.
And
There was
they're
growth.
They're part of the LBGT.
and
Yeah,
plus.
there's growth.
and he stopped saying no black girls.
Yeah.
He stopped saying that.
Yeah.
I vividly remember when he stopped saying it. He was just like, he's like, well, anybody. I don't want to get into preferences. Like, he just stops. He's like kind of trying to be open about it.
It is funny. His first like attraction sign literally said no black people.
Yeah.
But it's like,
And he got like
that's
his shit taken down because of discriminating against black people.
Yeah, like as I said, there's growth, which even though
Good
she
for
was
that.
high functioning autistic, and usually when it comes to like personal preferences with autistic people, growth isn't really a thing. But Christian did such a fucking good job at just broadening their horizons and just being a better person, even though they were still being constantly fucking belittled and bullied by these literal kids.
Yep.
It fucking sucks. Everything about that sucks.
How about him drinking his own cum?
Oh my god.
Orange soda. Yeah, he recycles it. Orange
It's
soda.
so fucking disgusting.
He's like, yeah,
It sucks.
I recycle my cum. It's good for
It's
it.
like
keeps
he's trying-
keeps it going.
He thought he
And
was
then-
being clever.
Yeah, someone was like, doesn't your like stomach acid like burn it up? And he's like, I reabsorb it.
Oh my god.
He just thought he was like beating the Christian system.
Right, he wasn't
Like-
he wasn't losing those potential children.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
good for her
it's-
for thinking that it was.
So he did it. He was
Yeah,
like,
the thinking that it worked,
Bottom
but
line.
like, still shouldn't do it.
Let's talk about the meetups.
Oh my
So-
god.
So many meetups.
I have to.
So many-
Sometimes when I'm listening to it, I skip through it a little bit because it's just so hard
It's
to
so
listen to.
bad, but like, oh
Emily.
my god.
I think Emily was the first troll that he met in person. Like that they scheduled a meeting date. Bob just fucking talked to her the whole time.
Yeah,
the
she
most
has like,
part.
just straight up a like decent human conversation with Bob. And, oh my god.
On the phone or in person?
in person.
At the mall.
Okay.
at the mall.
And then Chris just like kept trying to touch them and
Yeah. And then she brought it up later, and
Yeah.
it's like it became a huge problem. And
Like,
then,
I don't appreciate you trying to touch me and looking at my tits all the time.
I-
He's
but-
fucking autistic!
but they did see a man in a pickle suit.
That was crazy.
that
Was
that
Bob was with him during that?
No, he left at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, the fucking they were walking down the hall and then a man in a pickle costume comes out. These guys know how to get to them.
I don't.
Than
Oh
the
my god. I
Christian
hate kids and teenagers so much. And
man in a pickle
oh my
suit.
god.
It's fucking crazy.
I get it. Like, you wanted entertainment, but like,
He does-
I was a fucking kid too, and I
it's
did
like-
fucked up shit, but I never belittled
But-
and destroyed the life of an autistic person.
It's just the fact that
Casey,
it was
my
so
sweetheart.
easy.
It is easy.
It was the people that were
He
in
played
his world
vague.
seeing it, and he's like,
They play
I
right
can
into
just
their
fuck with
hands.
him.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't even think about it. There were so many. It's like, well, I barely fucked with them, but like all of them can say it.
Yeah.
barely
He
fucked
had a
with them.
friend on
it-
Facebook. I forget her name, but she literally
Shannon?
told him like, no,
Kimberly?
no, he had a friend on Facebook that wasn't a troll.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she was like, you giving them attention is what brings them to do this shit to you. Like, if he just ignored them and did his own thing, then it probably would have turned out differently. But instead, every little thing that happened, they made a video about it. and fucking they broke their PlayStation Eye and it skipped and shit because they were so mad they broke their PlayStation Eye. And then they recorded, yeah.
Because that's what she used for like videos and such was her PlayStation Eye.
Yeah.
And then it skipped around.
Yeah.
He actually did meet one of the trolls. Their name starts with a K. I don't know if it's Casey or not, but he like went to karaoke with them and then drank with her, and
I think it might have been Casey.
would it? I don't remember if it was Casey or if it was.
Listen, I've listened to
if it was
59 parts of the shit.
or
The
if
names
it
are
was-
fucking jambles for me.
Yeah.
It might have been Emily that changed her name to somebody else, but like they're like a troll that kind of turned a new leaf and kind of pushes him in the right direction.
Yeah, there's a few trolls that like generally try to help Chris, but he's just like, no, I think I'm not gonna do that.
Casey tries to help, but she's mean about it.
Yeah.
She's like, you
gotta-
need to get a job.
You need to get a job. You need to lose some weight. You need to work out more. And, like that's not what you do.
It's not like she wasn't trying to help him though. She wasn't. She knew she was like
I love
beating a dead horse with it.
I love how Liquid Chris made a video of from like the other Chris's point of view where Liquid is like tied up and they're like videotaping, dubbing over it, pretending to be the real Chris that did it, and then end up like they took a break. Liquid Chris took a break for like 3 months and then came back and was like, yeah, Ian Brandon Anderson kidnapped me and dropped me off in the middle of the Sahara Desert. and then Chris Chan was like, I did not take them to the Sahara Desert. It's like, we know, Chris. Don't worry. It's just,
Isn't it crazy how you can have?
I love Liquid. I love.
It's
Liquid
such a good like story arc and such, but the fact that it actually happened in real life is so sad. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. I love the idea of it.
Yeah, as like a story standpoint,
They
if this
had
was
their
fiction, it'd be fucking hilarious. Which
They
I
had
mean,
their-
even though it was real, it is still fucking hilarious. But
It is. I mean, half of what happened to Liquid was fucking fiction. But I love their SingStar competition that they had. That they both kind of like put effort into. It was fun. It was fun. And then a major tragedy happens, and then it gets fun again. And then a major tragedy happens, and then it gets fun again.
that's literally just that documentary in general. It's fun, and people are poking fun at this autistic person, and then something super fucking
It's
bad
like-
happens to
but
Chris
the-
Chan.
But the in between is it's really fun. He starts to develop things through, like you can see the trauma happening through the trolling constantly, and then the tragedy.
And then
happens.
bam, he goes to
And
court.
then he takes a break, and then he comes back, and it's the same thing again.
It is-
and then it's just a repeated.
Yeah, it's
process.
recycle and repeat.
His fucking cycle with Michael Snyder
Oh
of
my
the game
God.
of the game store, is just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, like as I keep saying, like the best way to describe it is a bad car crash you can't look away from because it is so. All these circumstances are so fucking terrible, but it's so bad that you just can't stop listening to it.
I love Lars. I don't know why. A lot of like the long drawn out conversations.
Shit. What you doing, N-word?
Yeah.
And then gets
Exactly.
him he literally just did that constantly.
Halfway through the conversation, Chris starts talking in like quote unquote black speak to like he like mimics him a little bit.
Literally, that's all he wanted. That's all Lars wanted.
What's
out of that,
crazy is
to
that
make him say the N-word a shit ton.
Yeah,
I
and
think
he
he
says
said
it.
it twice.
Yeah, he
He
says
said
it
it like
twice.
twice, but he got him to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To another potential black person.
What's crazy is that even before their phone call, like when Chris was like referring to Lars, he was like, "Yo, what's up, you jive turkey?" Like already talking in quote unquote black speak or whatever they think it is.
Yeah, at least when he talks to Lars, he does say the N-word twice, but he says it with the A at the end, so it's literally
It's
just
not as
slang and such.
I love-
But there are instances where he just straight up says it with the
Dude.
incredibly
And it's so-
hard
It's
ER.
so funny how,
And it's just like,
hold on.
what the fuck?
It was so funny
I
when
love Lars's toy boats.
Sam, what's his name? The guy that made it? the guy that made the documentary.
Geno Samuel.
Gino. When he bleeps him saying it.
Yeah.
And then right after he plays the video where Chris says it with the hard R, and he's just like, that shocked me. I was like, okay, damn, Chris.
Yeah, I'm glad that for the most part the documentary is kind of like non-biased. It shows everything as it is.
Yeah, he doesn't take a side or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just like, he doesn't say, aren't these fucking trolls pieces of shit?
And
Which
like,
is true.
Or
but
isn't
leaves
fucking
it-
belittling Chris like fucking amazing? He's not like that. He's very
literally
unbiased.
just like, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened.
Like a
this is what
true
happened.
documentary.
And
It's
he
awesome.
plays what they say.
Yeah.
Like when he's narrating it, like of course, like it's different when he's saying it, but like he's not gonna censor what the actual events are.
Yeah.
Like the documentation is there. It's insane and it's true. It's not skewed in any way. It's just what happened with his life.
Yeah. It's a
In
true
order.
documentary.
It's crazy. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's not like a murder documentary where they're talking about the murder and they're like, he killed 7 people and everyone hated him and he's a bad person. It's literally just talking about Chris Chan's life.
Just the slow decline of
Yeah.
a man's life.
I
Yeah.
love Lars.
Fucked.
Lars is like, I spent $40,000 on my toy boats and I sold them all just for fucking Casey. No, Casey's Liquid's girlfriend.
What's amazing, I
Kimber.
also noted
God
this-
damn it.
I also noted this in my fucking stupid brain.
Jackie.
There it is.
When they were doing these long, drawn-out phone calls, just playing these characters for Chris, they never broke character.
I know. Here's
they
the thing.
would
For
always-
kids, they're great actors.
I know! And it's like, they hang up. Like, remember when fucking Liquid Chris was on the phone with him?
Yeah.
Like, talking?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you
'Cause-
doing?
'cause
Who's
he
that?
was-
Is that Chris?
Yeah, he was talking
Is
to
that
Casey.
Ian
He's
or
like,
whatever?
is that imposter Ian Brandon Anderson?
Like, and then they just kept going in that same phone call for like 20 minutes. And then they hung up. And then they got a little bit of them talking after the fact. And then they start
Totally
laughing.
different.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, he just hung up. It's like,
What a fucking
how the
idiot.
fuck
Yeah.
were you not laughing at
Dude,
all? That whole
Lars kept that up for 2 hours.
Listen.
time? I can't
She's
believe
like,
that.
this bitch ate Taco Bell. She's on the toilet. When I hang up, I'm a fucker though.
Listen, as a person who loves to act and loves to role play, I kind of admire these kids who are able to do this for hours on end. Whereas for me, I can do it for like 40 minutes,
It's so
and then have to stop because I'm laughing.
Also, Lars's vocabulary when he's in that character is so somehow sophisticated, and he pulls like the perfect like vocab out of his ass when he's improving. This
It's
shit.
true. Like the fucking kid who played Lars, I don't doubt that was relatively smart. Like
Probably
did
a
well.
doctor.
Makes it worse.
Probably
Yeah.
a doctor, too.
Lars is honestly probably the nicest troll that Chris has encountered because they vibes a little bit. He kind of took Chris's side with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, even though like he pretends to be a fucking person of color and
Okay.
say the word shit and the N word so fucking much, he has
I gotta pull it
great
up.
great points.
So in the Lars call with Chris, the N-word is used 185 times.
Oh my god.
The word shit is used 554
He
times.
says that at like the end of every sentence.
And yo is used 46 times.
Oh my god.
There is a transcript of their entire phone conversation, and it goes on forever.
It is so, 2
Why?
fucking hours.
Why?
Someone took the time to type out the entire
Type
phone
that
call.
all
Why
out.
did he talk to him for that long?
It's fucking ridiculous. They fucked Chris Chan's life off just for the shits and
Listen.
giggles, and they got 2 hours of transcribed fucking shit because this person wanted to pretend to be a black dude who likes toy model boats.
Yeah, and
Like- I just can't believe that Chris just went along with it.
It's because he's
2 hours.
autistic. He didn't know. He couldn't differentiate the difference between this fucking
But
troll
listen,
and a normal
no,
black dude who likes
But
toy boats.
even so,
Toy boat.
Even so,
Toy boats
this,
is a metaphor for his games. Like, how did he not see that?
Yeah.
the biggest problem with the biggest problem I have with this conversation lasting 2 hours is the fact that the girl he was trying to be with, this is the guy that's currently banging her,
Yeah.
and he's literally going on a conversation with this person for 2 hours when he's just constantly making
She's
jokes
cheating
like,
on him.
shit, after this talk about I'm gonna go fuck her. You know, like shit like that. It's
She
like,
out at Taco Bell.
like basically giving him an ultimatum, like with like, you know, you
Give
gotta
up your
drop
games.
your games and she'll go with you and she'll stop riding this dick over here. But until then, let's talk for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm a fuck Jackie until you get your shit together. Like, what?
It's just wild to me. It's wild that happened.
Yeah, but I still love Lars.
It's so fucking funny, but it's so terrible at the same time.
It's just
Of course.
a lot
Yeah.
of mixed emotions here.
It was,
Like you're
Yeah,
literally
of
listening
course
to
it's
like a
all
person
but it's
cock someone.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's getting cucked. And then
It's a
later,
highlight.
Chris likes Dom. He's into Dom now.
Yeah.
I'm
likes it.
I'm honestly not surprised because all those people tell him to do things on video, them, and then Chris, they do it.
Yeah.
Like, literally anything anybody says, they do it. Chris literally destroyed his PS3 because he thought he was going to get $9,000 for it.
yeah.
That's insane.
He's
that's
so
sad.
gullible. And they just took so much advantage of her. It's just fucking crazy.
Ugh, I'm so buzzed. Okay. It's such a good. It's such an interesting story to listen to. The fact that it's somebody's life is
Yeah, the fact that it actually
awful.
happened literally a couple states away.
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah. It's relatively close.
question.
I have an answer.
So, after the house fire,
Hmm.
does anything does anything go above that?
Like in terms of tragedy.
Yes.
Tragedy? Fuck yeah. But
yes, I don't know if Gina Samuel talks about the big thing.
he hasn't talked about the biggest thing yet, but that's because it's not up to date.
Yeah, I guess that
Really?
did happen like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So, Chris.
Do you actually don't know and want to know?
I mean, I guess because it's
Well,
not
Chris-
even out yet. I'm not gonna know.
Christina?
Yeah, Christine Weston Chandler.
Christine.
Okay.
She's in jail
Currently, right?
Currently, right now, is in jail.
Yes.
Shit.
for forcefully having sex with their mother.
With Barb. Yes. Goes straight in for the rape of Barb.
No.
Incest. They're
Yeah.
in there for incest charges, not so much like forced sexual assault, but she has sex with her mom.
Yes.
Your silence is 1,000 words, Sam. So
That's where it
she's in
goes.
jail. You know.
I'll tell you.
What about the mom? Where's the mom?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
I
know.
honestly don't know.
Here's the thing. Currently, as of right now, people do write to Christine. Even though like the quickie and the Encyclopedia Dramatica says strictly to not do that, people still do it. Currently, as
They
of
write
right
to
now,
her
she's
in jail.
still she writes for Sonichu. She doesn't draw, she writes, and currently believes that she is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Every single letter that she sends
my
out to
God.
everybody is signed Jesus Christ, along with her name.
Yeah.
This is where it went.
Yes, it goes
It's-
so over the fucking top.
It gets worse. I don't know how, but it gets worse, Sam.
Oh,
It gets
my
worse.
Fucking God.
Get this fucking cap away from me. I keep playing with this bottle cap.
It gets so bad.
It is incredibly bad.
But obviously, Gina Samuel's not caught up with.
No, because he
Current
took
times.
hiatus 5 months ago when it happened.
I mean, even if.
5 months ago
He
is
did.
when the
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of funny that it worked out that way.
Not even that
Yeah, because he
long ago.
uploaded the part 59 of the documentary, and then that happened. Which, between the parts of, I want to say 51 to 57, things look up for Christine. They start getting like their own life and becoming like truly happy.
I mean, to be honest, where we're at now, things are starting to look up. She's starting to be a tom girl and like finding herself.
Yeah.
And
when she starts to transition, that's when she becomes more happy with herself.
She tells her like girlfriend that she's dating that she tucks her penis in and puts the head into her butthole and that it's stinky. She didn't have to add that part, but but she's starting to. The seeds have been planted. She likes wearing dresses or
she's
kilts.
Still actively getting trolled because they went into her house.
The girlfriends, yeah.
Her and her cousin.
Yeah, her cousin
went into their house.
They met at Applebee's and then went to their rental house because their other house is still being renovated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the last thing I heard was them going in the house talking and then they left. And then
which even then, it's relatively tame. Like, it's nice and so on and so forth. And then
it's not bad. They're like, oh, this dog's kind of loud.
It's tame, but like the fact that they're still doing it, the fact that there are trolls literally in his house.
They literally do it between the years of 2004 and now.
To be fair, they had no intention of going into their house.
But they were offered, and they were like,
they wanted to leave, and then Chris wanted to follow them to they were dropping her off to pick up her car or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Chris was like, you can just come to my house. And they were like, okay, that's our way out. We'll go to the house and then leave. So then that's kind of what happened with that. But still, it's the whole situation.
Even that,
insane.
Yeah, it's fucked.
The trolls are so embedded into his life at this point. It's like you can't get away. He tried to
like the fucking one kid who convinced Christian to put the medallion in his ass at the time, went so over the top and then just continued it, even though other trollers were like, "Hey, stop fucking doing this." He's like, "No, I'm gonna continue to fucking do it."
That fucking kid was an actual villain.
Yeah, like he was the greatest piece of fucking shit. Granted, everyone in the situation, besides like Bob, was a big fucking piece of shit. Including Christian. Christian was a big fucking piece of shit too.
Yeah. The whole thing sucks. And then their house burned down, and then he was like selling stuff. And he used the money to buy Legos. and then they were like, please buy more things because we don't have any money to buy food. And then they buy more Legos. It's just insane how easily their like temptations draw them into doing things that they shouldn't do.
How did he end up
raising Chris?
How did that end up happening?
I don't know how.
I feel like
I don't know how.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what led up to it.
I don't know how forceful it was because it just says like the literal claim is like forced incest or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know how rapey it was, but at the same time,
as soon as you put the word force in front of it, it's rape.
I didn't know that it was forced until the other night when we were on like the new quickie, which is not his quickie, but it's like an archive of all of his shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure his website's just gone now.
It'd have to be.
But yeah, it said like forced incest, which I thought it was just incest, and I was like, I guess in some states that's like a punishable offense, but I mean you're having sex with
your mother.
You're having sex.
But it's so out of the norm for that family, like, in particular.
Yeah, there's no way in hell Barb looked at Christian and was like, yeah, let's fuck. That's just incest. But forceful incest is just rape.
It just doesn't even seem like him.
Insane.
Like, it's crazy.
They would do that to their own mom?
That's so much.
They got a nut off. They bought a prostitute.
Yeah,
seemed like a good time. To be honest,
seemed like a good experience for him because they like talked and stuff about.
And then he lost his virginity.
It's cool how.
And she was experienced with the whole thing. Apparently, he didn't prematurely ejaculate.
I didn't either. I was surprised. The
So
first
that's
time
good.
you're always fucking crazy, and you're like, "This is happening." Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my God,
You
yeah.
don't even think
Splooge.
about
The
it.
nerves.
Neither me nor her. Like,
Yeah.
we literally stopped and just went swimming in our hotel pool,
That's
and just
fun.
we didn't even care. We were like, "That didn't work out. Let's try again later."
Yeah. Yeah. Sam texted me. He's like, I just fucked for 2 hours and I didn't come.
Oh, sweet.
Did I text you that?
You texted me like literally. I saw it like the morning after when I was like getting ready for school. I saw that text. I don't know if you texted me that morning or if you texted me like that night, but I remember seeing it like taking a shower. I saw it.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, fucking dude.
Anyways, Christian's a tragedy. I think
I can't wait for the movie.
Christian the movie.
I swear to God, it's only a matter of time before someone tries to make a
yeah.
theoretical film out of it.
I have to piss. Let's end this one until we get to the last one.
Okay.
I am thoroughly buzzed.
I'm fine.
Sam's fine
All right.
for the most part, right?
I'm pretty buzzed, but that's it.
But you're not talking slow, so that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get to I guess we'll record the last episode.
Yeah.
See ya in the
I'm
next
gonna
one.
try and get more drunk before we start. So
Yeah.
see ya.
Episode 24 of the weekly gig, I think. Whatever. See you later.
Bye.